Okay, today we're doing eggplant. Yeah, so let's see what we're going to do with this today. So right now we're going to prep our eggplant. Um, by cutting the end, we're going to cut off the end of the eggplant. Then we're going to cut it long ways. All right, our eggplant is looking good. This is what you want to see inside. This is my first eggplant, so I wasn't sure. So that's what you want to see inside. So we did pick a good eggplant. And then we're just going to cut that long ways. So let me see the best way to do this. That's what we're going for. I think that's a good one. Okay, and next what we're going to do is salt the eggplant and let them sit for an hour and a half. And we're doing this to draw out the moisture because eggplants hold a lot of moisture and cause them to be very soggy and mushy when you cook them. So we're going to salt and let sit for an hour and a half. Okay, so I have my eggplant. It's sitting on a raised tray on a baking sheet so the moisture can, you know, fall and collect down in the pan. If you have something like that, you want to do that. And we're just going to take some salt and we're going to salt the eggplant. And here I'm using some fine sea salt. And this is going to help draw out the moisture of the eggplant. And we'll do that on both sides. And later we will wipe off the salt plus the moisture. So this is not to season, but to draw out the moisture. Not sure if we supposed to put it on the skin, but we gonna do it anyways. Yeah. All right, so we have our eggplant salted, and we will let sit for an hour and a half. Alexa, set timer for an hour and a half.
1 hour and 30 minutes, starting now. By the way, if you want to change your timer, try asking me, change timer to 5 minutes.
Okay, while we're waiting on our eggplant, we will go ahead and prep our sweet potato. I also have some basmati rice that I'm soaking for 30 minutes before preparing. And we're just gonna dice this up to roast later. I have already washed my sweet potato. I'm just gonna leave the skin on. So. All right. Sweet potatoes ready. Scraps in your veggie scrap bag so you can make your homemade vegetable broth. Eggplant and went in there as well. All right, now we're just waiting on our eggplant. Let's place our sweet potatoes in some cold water while we're waiting. Okay, so our pre-soak on our basmati rice is completed. We have a cup and 2/3 cup of vegetable broth. We're adding this 1 cup of basmati rice. And we'll bring that to a boil, and then we will simmer for about 20 minutes. You can cook this in water if you like. Vegetable broth will give it more flavor, of course. So that's why we're going for the vegetable broth. Alexa, set timer for 20 minutes.
Second timer, 20 minutes, starting now.
Sausage sandwich. Let's give these a try. Boom. We'll have a taste and test.
All right, I think our rice is done. Most of the moisture has cooked out. I'm gonna take it off the heat. We'll sit about 10 minutes, then we'll fluff. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes.
Third time, 10 minutes, starting now.
Okay, the basmati rice has rested and is ready to be fluffed. I'm just using a fork, fluffing it up. There we go. Some fluffy rice. Fluffy long grain rice. Very long rice. Okay, so our rice is ready. I have set my oven to 400 degrees to get ready for the eggplant. We have about 10 more minutes left on the timer for the eggplants. Okay, our eggplant has been sitting for an hour and a half. And I just want you to see the moisture. You may not be able to see now, so I'm going to bring you in. So this is the eggplant, and you can see the moisture is just sitting on the eggplant. And that's what we want. And we're going to take a clean dishcloth and wipe the moisture and the salt off of the eggplant. Then we will drizzle with olive oil and season and put into the oven that's preheated to 400 degrees for 40 to 60 minutes. And I have a clean cheesecloth that I'm using for this. And I'm just going to push the salt and moisture off of the eggplant. And we're going to do that on both sides. Look at that, all that moisture. Okay, so we have our eggplant ready. We have brushed off the extra moisture and salt. I have placed the eggplant in a baking sheet with parchment paper. And now we're going to coat with olive oil and seasons. And what I'm using is smoked paprika. So we have the smoked paprika, garlic powder, cumin powder, and chili powder. And I have I pretty much put a teaspoon of each into this dish. So I made a blend of those seasonings because we want to do this quickly. I was told to do this quickly. The olive oil you want to do quickly because the eggplant would soak up that oil. So we want to baste with the olive oil or drizzle real quickly, season, and throw it into the 400 degree preset oven. All right, so let's just do this. gonna do this by hand. I want to make sure these get good and seasoned, so I'm going to do that. That's something I want to make sure. And we're going to throw those into the oven for 400 to 60. Throw it in for 40 to 60 minutes. Alexa, set timer for 45 minutes.
45 minutes, starting now.
Okay, while we're waiting on our eggplant, we'll go ahead and get our sweet potatoes prepped and seasoned and ready. And we're pretty much going to do the same thing that we did for the eggplant. Since I still have some of that seasoned blend remaining, and that is the smoked paprika, garlic powder, chili powder, cumin powder. So we're going to drizzle our sweet potatoes with some olive oil. And we're going to use this spice blend. And we're going to give it a toss. Now we're just waiting for that oven to be freed up, and we will put our sweet potatoes in the oven for about 20 minutes. And I think we're going to do these about 375. All right. Okay, we're gonna do a quick fresh kale salad to go with this. We have to have our greens some kind of way, so I'm gonna do a fresh salad this time. It's just kale, lemon juice, and this is what I'm using. If you have fresh lemons, use that. And salt. That's it. Hopefully that's not too much. And we're just going to massage that in. And you just massage the kale. And that'll tenderize it the more you massage it. And you can do this with any kind of salad dressing. This is just a real simple recipe. But you can do this with any of your salad dressings. But you want to massage it in. That helps break down the kale. And as it sits, it will soften up. And that easy. Fresh kale salad. Okay, the eggplant looks like it's more than ready. Alright, and we're gonna take our sweet potatoes and we're gonna just throw those right into the oven. Take our sweet potatoes, put them in the oven for 20 minutes. And I'm just keep it at the 400 degrees. Alexa, set timer for 20 minutes.
Second timer, 20 minutes, starting now.
Okay. And I actually want to put some barbecue sauce on these eggplants. And I wish I had a brush. I don't, but I'm going to put some sticky sweet on here. BBQ eggplant. Who would have thought? Eggplant is a meat substitute. I hope this one ain't too crispy. So with that time of the eggplant, that 40 minutes to 60 minutes, just check your eggplant. Don't do like the trio did and just set a timer and walk away. Check your eggplant throughout the cycle and make sure it's not looking too crispy. All right, so that's our eggplant. All right, our sweet potatoes is ready. They looking a little better than the eggplant was looking, I tell you that. So Nothing major. Just roasted sweet potatoes. So we have everything done now. Sweet potatoes, eggplant, basmati rice. So we can go ahead and get this thing plated. I'm ready. I'm hungry. So we have this thing plated. Let's do the rice reveal. I just love this. So cute. So for this rice, we have the basmati rice, and this particular time I chose to use a suggestion from my mom. And we have that rice seasoned or topped with what we've been using as nori furikake. This is something we use in our seafood recipes. It gives a seafood flavor because it has seaweed, sugar, salt, but like I said, mostly for our seafood recipes. But if you can see, it also says rice seasoning. So my mom like, why you don't put it on the rice? It's rice seasoning. So today we have it on the rice. And it's looking pretty cute there, don't y'all see? I'm gonna bring it up, bring it in. Even though the show for today, or the star of the show, is our eggplant. So just take a look at that rice presentation. I'm very, very proud of that. Very proud of that. Okay, so that plate is looking pretty. Pretty. Before I eat it, I got to take a picture. I got to. So we're going to bring you in for the picture's sake. Okay, so this is a close-up of our eggplant. We have our fresh kale salad, our roasted sweet potatoes, basmati rice with the rice seasoning on top. The eggplant looking like a piece of meat over there. All right, let's give it a taste. All right, so let's give this thing a taste. I already done started eating my kale salad off camera. This thing good and fresh. Okay, so when I made that kale salad, I forgot to add olive oil. So it's olive oil, salt, lemon juice. And that is important because that olive oil really broke down the kale the way I was looking for it to break down. Okay, kale salad is good and fresh. Okay, but let's try this eggplant. That's what we're looking for. You can see I got it laid over there like a piece of meat. And we're going to take it and we're going to use that knife like it's a little piece of eggplant steak. And this, hopefully this gives us the same taste-wise. Okay, let me try that again. All right, eggplant. Let's see what you're working with now. I don't know if I can really say because I don't hit it with barbecue sauce and seasoning and everything. Let me see. Texture-wise, it is not, mushy. And I think that's because of our pre-salt to get the extra moisture out. Flavor is good because I have the seasoning, I have the barbecue sauce. Overall, it's not bad at all. I probably could have went a little light on the seasonings. And check these sweet potatoes out. I'm liking these sweet potatoes. They got a little kick to them with that same seasoning blend from the eggplant. Okay, now let's hit the rice. Just rice. You know what? It's good. Let me get some of that rice seasoning on there. Now that changed it up. That really changed that rice up. And that Norikaki is doing what it do. I can taste all the seasonings in that. That give it a different taste on that rice. So all in all, I'm gonna say I would try this again. I just need to go a little lighter on the seasonings. Other than that, it was a success. A little light on the seasonings, definitely. All right, that's Mr. Eggplant.